Hey, so I thought I'd do a question and answer video. Alright, so here's a question. Why would you fuck up your autos by super cropping and topping? You can't stress them in veg or you're buggered. That's pretty true for the people who want them as big as possible. But there are those people who grow in cupboards, really small areas, who that's actually an advantage for. So sure, yeah, that does bugger them up. I've seen some people who do it properly and it still grows really good. But yeah, most of the time it just ruins them. Or you'll get I'd say 2/3 of the yield at most maybe, or half the yield or something like that. So it's not that good. But if you're growing in a cupboard and something like that, then those kind of techniques are really helpful because you're stunting them and they're not growing that big, so you can keep them smaller. So if that suits your growing style, then more power to you. Here's another question. I'm growing 2 plants in a closet. Is it a must to have ventilation? Or is it cool to have a window open every day? I would say some ventilation is good. It really depends on the light you're using. Like, if you use an LED, you don't need that much ventilation. Like a window just blowing fresh air in should be fine. It like I did that for a while. Like just leave the window open, leave my tent doors open, let the fresh air blow in with a fan. That was my ventilation. I didn't have no ducting or anything hooked up, so it can work. Like, sure, I've seen people who just throw it in a locked room and have 1,000-watt HPS going, and they produce lots of weed. But still, it seems like they don't breathe that good. Like, they don't look that healthy. So it can be done, but depends on how healthy you want your plants. Here's a question. My autoflower plant is not autoflowering. It's been on 24 hours on, 4 hours off for 6 weeks now and no flowering. What should I do? Usually when that happens, it's shitty genetics. It's just not good at all. Something's not working. The autoflower gene's not working. And you pretty much just have to flip the lights to 12 and 12. Tell people about the strain and tell people it's not working and it's bunk, so people learn and people stop buying it and it goes out of the market. Here's one I get asked a lot. Hello, do you by any chance sell weed seeds to people from other states and mailing? No, I do not sell weed seeds. I'm not a weed seed dealer. I do not want to get in crazy trouble from sending seeds to America. That's just not good. That's what Mark Emery did. He just got back from 5 years of jail. So no, I get that question a lot. So sorry guys. Until maybe after the election coming up here soon, if it gets legalized and you're allowed to grow and it's treated as wine, then fuck yeah, I'm growing. I'm getting back into it. I want to grow my own strains. I want all that shit. But until then, can't do it. Here's a question I get asked a lot. I tried to grow autoflower strains outdoors, but I did not have much luck. Is something wrong with my growing techniques, or is there something wrong with autoflowers outdoors? It really seems like autoflowers don't do good outdoors. Like, you will never get results that you see on YouTube with the biggest plants and all that stuff, like what you'll see with 400 watt or 600 watt or even 250 watt HPS. Like, you're not going to get that because you can't control the environment and the sun's just not always going to be the greatest. Like, there's going to be clouds someday and autoflowers on a time frame. That first 14 days is super important. They need the perfect environment, and because it's they're veg, they need to blow up as big as possible before they can start flowering, so they can get as much flower on them as possible. So it seems like growing outdoors just isn't that good. I've tried just didn't have good results. I'm way up in Canada, and of course I'm not going to get that good results. You can grow them, but they're not really going to finish, and they're not going to be as good as they could be. Like, I've tried some outdoor Russian rockfield, and it was nowhere near as good as what I've grown indoors. The flavor never seems to be there with outdoor, so it is what it is. I guess it really depends on where you live and stuff, but people get okay results, but you're not going to get indoor results at all growing outdoors. Here's a question. I want to grow autoflowers in a 2x2 by 5 foot space. Should I use a 300 watt LED or 400 or 600 watt HPS? Really, you could use a 250 watt HPS and get awesome results, or the 300 watt LED and get really good results too, I'm guessing. Really depends on the LED and the brand and all that stuff, but I would say stick with the HPS because it's just easy to use, and I've always got best results with HPS on autoflowers. Here's a question I always get asked a lot. What kind of newts did you use? I always use Fox Farm. Always just the Fox Farm Trio Pack. That's just easy as it gets. That's what I used. Always got good results, so I stuck with it. So if you guys got questions, comments, throw them down below. And if you guys want another video like this, shoot me more autoflower questions. I'll try to answer them as good as possible. Yeah. Catch you guys later. Peace.